At Fender, there's a lot of people that work here, and some of the smaller companies and boutique manufacturers are centered around one person, and because we're kind of a bigger, more historic company, you don't necessarily see the individual personalities of the people in the same way. However, the Fender team is like an all-star team of people in the industry, so behind the scenes, there are people who have made some of the most iconic products, and we just typically put the product first. It's all about the instrument, and we don't really usually call ourselves out by name or individuals out by name because it's really about honoring the Fender legacy. But at the same time, sometimes it's just interesting or good to show that that all-star team does exist, kind of back behind the curtain. And the people that are working here with the passion, that are toiling every day making these instruments, are some of the brightest luminaries that the industry has ever seen. And one of those guys is Tim Shaw.
I started in the music business as a guitar repairman as I was ending my college career, and realized that I was not actually going to be a theater major, and started hanging out in a music store, which became a place called the Sound Factory, which later became Proco Sound, where the rat comes from. So I started in my early 20s learning about pickups and guitar design and wiring stuff from Bill Lawrence. We ended up turning this repair shop into a small guitar factory called Sunrise Manufacturing. This is where the Sunrise acoustic guitar pickup comes from. Eventually left, moved to California, and later came back and got a job at Gibson in R&D. One of the things I got involved in at Gibson was pickups because I'd previously done it with Bill. But I realized that there were some specific changes that could be made in materials and in some construction techniques that would get us a whole lot closer to what Seth Lover's original intent was. So those pickups became the pickups we used in the 80 and the 80 Elite. Over the years, there's been a kind of a cult following, if you want to put it that way, about these things. They were wound again in a specific way by a specific group of people with a specific group of materials on a specific group of coil winders, so they kind of are what they are.
So knowing Tim's history, his legacy, his pedigree, we asked him to design a humbucking pickup to put on our iconic American Standard and our American Deluxe HSS models. And he did not disappoint. This is a beautiful, musical sounding humbucker, and it's paired with custom shop single coil pickups, so you truly have the best of both worlds. Custom shop Fat 50s pickups and a Shaw designed humbucker for the most musical, versatile HSS instrument we've ever designed.
So what we've got here is an HSS, a humbucking single Strat, with a new humbucker that I've designed to basically capture some of the magic and the mojo, if you will, of the original pickups that I worked on almost 35 years ago. This is my new take on my old perception, if you will.